today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Washington football team taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our... sixth season together. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissic wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the second most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissic, a wide receiver in college.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Heineke to throw it. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On second down, here's Heineke again. A throw with a flat here for McKissic. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Here's Heineke. Thomas has got it. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They will run it. It's McKissic. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run with McKissick. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. Escape, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Second and 11 now. Another try after the 1st down sack. Heineke setting up the screen here. It's Barber. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Heineke. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's 3-0 Washington. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And the Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his 2nd season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
About the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's overall record. The Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL was the 4th rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record set by Andrew Luck in 2012. In addition, he set the single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. This young man's potential, limitless. That's why so many people wanted to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers and help open up the stadium big in 2021.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shreds the tackle, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Getting set to go
The
again as we look
NFL
at the
Madden
back,
League
heading
Season
onto the field again.
2020-2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Brew Game 2021.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Second down at 5. Here's McKissick. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-2021 Week 1 matchup will be coming up next. Philadelphia Eagles, Atlanta Falcons.
Just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now Heineke. And he slings one that's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 1 matchup will be coming up next. Chicago Bears, Los Angeles Rams.
Good to make it 7-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense set to take over again. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year, tied for the second most in the NFL. They've vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke, and Thomas has it.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 1 matchup will be coming up next. Denver Broncos, New York Giants.
Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Heineke. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Barber on 1st and 10. Kenneth Murray, the Chargers' leading tackler, is a rookie last year, in on the stop. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A carry now for McKissick. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Heineke now. That's caught over the middle by Seals Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 1 matchup will be coming up next. Seattle Seahawks, Indianapolis Colts.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw, Heineke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Heineke with a 3rd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin in Atlanta. 2 rookie head coaches squaring off in the season opener. Nick Sirianni of Philadelphia taking on Arthur Smith in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Tom Brady, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 1 matchup will be coming up next. Minnesota Vikings, Cincinnati Bengals.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing, Heineke. Got his target, Samuel. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Second and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Not much there, only a yard.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 1 matchup will be coming up next. New York Jets, Carolina Panthers.
3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Steps away. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. McKissick is in. Touchdown, Washington. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense going back to work. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Heineke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they did go run, so you were right. Maybe a little more breathing room for 4th down.
Well, no one wants to be accused of playing it safe, right? But instead, they would just reverse it and say, we're playing it smart.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Westbrook now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 40 now on second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point try by Bailey. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 29, Heineke. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Washington on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here comes Westbrook. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers offense back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Here's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Running on first down, Eckler stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On the give, this is Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On third down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Bailey's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week one.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So, for the Chargers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.